Hi, my name's Penny, and as usual, I'm here to talk about some bookish things. Specifically, today we're going to talk about the books that I'm going to read during the Tome Infinity Readathon. So I had said that I wasn't going to do any readathons this month, but I couldn't restrain myself, so we're doing Tome Infinity. It is a really fun readathon. So Tome Infinity is a team-based readathon that focuses on science fiction. Each team is a different kind of apocalypse, so I'm planning to be part of Team Natural Disaster. And the more points you get for your team, the more people you save from your apocalypse. So for this readathon, I'm not going to participate too seriously. I'm just going to try and read as much science fiction as I can, and then as we go, we'll work out whether we can claim any points for those. I will also, during the readathon, be needing to read a lot of books from my existing TBR, so I won't be able to entirely focus on science fiction, but we'll see what happens. Primarily, I'm using this readathon as an excuse to put the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin onto my month's TBR. So this is the group book for Team Natural Disaster, and I just got this. I won it in a giveaway from Cat Talks. I'm super excited to have it, and now I can make an argument for reading it this month rather than waiting. So I believe that this story is about an apocalypse, but also in a world where certain people have the ability to harness the power of the earth. I've heard a lot of good things about it, so that's why I had to make an excuse to read it. So then I did also manage to get a couple of other science fiction books onto my September TBR when I made it at the beginning of the month. The first one is The First 15 Lives of Harry August by Claire North. So this is a story about a guy who every time he dies, he gets reborn as a child again and has to live his life again. And there's other people that also live in the same way. Then in about his 12th life, this young girl comes to him and says the end of the world is getting sooner and sooner. We don't know why. We need to stop it. Pass the message back. This is actually going to be a reread for me, so I am interested to see what the experience will be like, because last time I listened to the audiobook, this time I'm going to try the physical book. I do kind of remember that this is set in different parts of the world, so the main goal of the Tome Infinity is to read books set in different countries or by authors from different countries, and you're not supposed to repeat a nationality or a country. I think I'm going to do badly at that in this readathon, but I'm going to try. This one, I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to count it for some different countries. Pretty sure. But I won't know until I read it. Then the other book that I already had on my TBR for the month is Legion, The Many Lives of Stephen Leeds, which is by Brandon Sanderson. This is actually a bind-up of 3 novellas that he wrote all around the same guy, who I believe has different aspects of himself that all have different abilities. I don't really know. I don't know where it's set even, but we will see where we can fit it in. Now, I don't really want to add any more physical books to my TBR this month, but I do also have The Time Machine and Other Stories by H.G. Wells, so it's possible I could fit this in. It's not too long. It's kind of long, but maybe I'll fit this in too if I'm in the mood for it. I did also, on my existing TBR, have an audiobook. So I have Only Human by Sylvain Neuvel, which is the 3rd book in the Themis files. This is another one that I suspect might be set in different parts of the world, so I might be able to fit it in to different places. And I am really excited to get to the end of this series. Basically, this story is about this young girl who falls into a pit and finds herself in the middle of a giant hand. They then discover that the hand could not possibly have been made from Earth, and things get more and more intense from there. It's also told in interview format, so it's a really interesting way of telling a story, and I really love the audiobooks for it. Then I did also get some audiobooks out from the library in order to just increase my chances of getting some points. Audiobooks are a lot easier for me to add to my TBR because I have been getting through them so quickly. So the first one that I got out is At the Mountains of Madness by H.P. Lovecraft. This is set in Antarctica, which I knew I was going to have to specifically find a book for because I'm not going to accidentally stumble across a book set in Antarctica. My luck is not that good. So This, I believe, is about some kind of expedition that is going to Antarctica and things go horribly wrong. It did come up in my search for science fiction books set in Antarctica, so I'll be listening to that. Then another audiobook that I got out specifically to meet a country that I thought might be a little bit difficult is The Queue by Basma Abdel Aziz. So this is by an Egyptian author. I honestly don't know much about it, but it was suggested on the community page in the Tome Infinity sign-up sheet. So I thought, okay, the audiobook's available, I'll have a read of that, and then I'll be able to tell you what it's about. Then I did just grab a few more audiobooks from the library just because I saw they were available and I was interested in reading them. Whether I'll be able to fit them into the Tome Infinity point system is another question, but not one we're going to worry about. But I do have All Rights Reserved by Gregory Scott Katsolis. So this is a story I remember people talking about a while ago where everyone has to pay for the usage of certain words, and so our main character ends up refusing to speak in order to protest the way that it works. I don't really know how it works, but again, once I've read it, then I'll know. I did hear mixed things about it, but again, it's an audiobook, so I feel like I can take the risk. And then I also got the 2 Lunar Chronicles novellas. So I got Fairest, which is the novella telling the backstory of the villain in the Lunar Chronicles. And I also got Stars Above, which I don't really know. I think it might be a bunch of short stories. I don't really know. Again, once I've read it, then I'll know. So that is a bunch of science fiction that I'm going to be reading. Again, whether I can actually make them all work with gaining points for Tome Infinity, I don't really know. It's possible that if once I've read all these books I haven't done very well, that I might search up some other audiobooks in order to complete any continents that I'm missing, because I do like the idea of reading a book set in every different continent. And of course I would like to save as many people as possible from the apocalypse. So that is my very relaxed TBR for the Tome Infinity Readathon. Do let me know if you're also participating in the Tome Infinity Readathon. Hopefully you've got a better plan than I do so that we can actually save some people. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day and I will see you next time.